Okay.
Ugh, my stomach is being weird. Hello.
That's pretty.
I'm going to start over. But if you need to keep that, you can.
You know I will.
I was about to say.
Hi, y'all. I'm Noelle.
And I'm Marisa, but Noelle calls me Pete.
I do.
And welcome back to Take It Home.
Out here on the farm, we got cows and we got pigs. And today we're going to teach y'all how to milk a cow.
How do you milk a cow?
You go and you get a bucket out from the barn. You put it under the cow and you squeeze its udders real tight. And you squeeze him until all the milk comes out.
No way. That's crazy. That was... Wait. I'm scared.
Wait, what were we saying? I'm scared too. Why did we just do that?
I don't know. You just did it and I followed along, and that was our intro.
And that's improvisation for you.
And if that happens to be your first impression of us,
hey,
you're welcome.
Wait, what were we saying yesterday? That was so scary. Last night we were saying something really weird.
So,
oh my god,
Yeah, okay, wait, let me explain. So, little stupid story. I was making protein overnight oats. If you don't know what that is, it's where basically overnight oats, so like oats mixed into milk and all that goodness. You let it sit overnight. But I was making protein overnight oats, and I was using my immersion blender to blend the protein powder into the milk, so it got nice and creamy. And then I was gonna add the oats, and you were like, "Wow, you're blending your oats." And I was like, "Well, no, I'm not blending the actual oats. Like, I'm just blending the milk with the protein powder, and then I'm going to add the oats." And I was like, "But you could blend the oats, and then it'd be like an oat mousse."
And then from there I was like, "Hi, I'm Oat Mousse."
And we were just like, "Oat mousse." And then...
Who was Oat Mousse?
And...
A little chia.
Because then I added chia seeds, and I was like, "A little chia."
We were like,
Oat mousse and
A little chia.
Wait, but we were like... we were pretending Oat Mousse was auditioning. We were like, "Hello, I am Oat Mousse, and I'm going to be singing I Like Oats by Oat Mousse."
So fucking stupid.
Okay, anyways. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Wait, this doesn't come out on actual Valentine's, does it?
The Thursday of the week, so it's a couple days before.
Well. Get geared on up, y'all.
Get on ready for your Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Country Valentine's Day.
Grab your sweetheart, spin him around, and
give him a big old kiss and watch her shake it in those blue jeans.
This is crazy. We haven't spoken to each other today.
I know. Actually, we haven't. This is our first time really talking because...
I mean, this morning we did a little.
Yeah, but you came home and we were just silent for an hour and a half. I was so fucking tired today.
And then we did that.
Yeah, this is our first time having a conversation.
We're crazy.
We're silly. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. We love you.
Yes.
You love us. It's a win-win.
Mutual love.
Sip of the week.
Yes, every week we have a sip, and we drink it on up.
I'm excited for this one.
Me too. Okay, so...
And before we show it, well, you can kind of see it, but...
This week we have a red velvet espresso martini.
Mm.
Ooh, perfect for V-Day. I didn't look everywhere. I went to the grocery store and then the liquor store near us because I was looking for two things. One, red velvet flavored Baileys because
it
that exists. But they did not have it at our liquor store, and there's snow outside.
We had a snowstorm.
It's fine. I'm just gonna get normal Baileys and hope that they have red velvet extract at the grocery store because apparently that's a thing, and they did not. So we riffed a little bit. These red velvet espresso martinis are made with Tito's, aka vodka, Bailey's, espresso, but actually I mixed cocoa powder in with the espresso powder to make it a little more chocolatey because I know red velvet is partially chocolate, I think. Or maybe that is what it is. And then we added some red food coloring.
And that's what makes it red velvet.
Yep.
But you could, if you want that cakey batter taste, you could, if you can find apparently cake batter extract is something that exists. I saw that on TikTok. I hate that I bring up TikTok every episode because it makes me sound like I'm so online, but I'm really not. Like, I really don't scroll that much, but what are you gonna do? I do see things and I have to bring them up. Or like the red velvet extract, or you could do like vanilla vodka. There's many routes you could go with this.
Yeah.
But here we have just a classic espresso martini, but it has red food dye, and so they're a little pink, and you can't tell as well on the camera, but in person they have a cool pink-ish tone.
They're giving red velvet.
And I hope they're good.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope they're good because I need them. Cheers. Because like it's going to be strong.
Well, it is strong.
It is strong. I knew it because it called for 4 ounces of vodka and 2 ounces of Bailey's. I know. It's a strong one, but it's good.
It's giving like
it's a little watered down because the espresso kind of melted the ice, but that's okay. We're not
have the cocktail shaker right now, so Pete shook it in a mason jar.
Yeah, so it's not as cold and it's a little watered down and very strong.
This is very strong. But I will say I can taste the cocoa powder and I really like it. It actually does kind of taste red velvety.
I also garnished it with cocoa powder, so.
And
bless you.
Thank you. And that makes a world of difference.
Also, I would like to say I did dry January. Whoa. I wasn't trying to do dry January, but I did it.
You did.
Until today, the 30th. This is my first drink.
Yeah.
And I didn't even mean to, but I had no reason to drink.
I drink a couple of times in January. I feel like I don't drink that much, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Except over the holidays. Oh my god. That's like the only time. When I'm on vacation or during the holidays,
okay.
I'm a drinking.
Gotta have your times to do it.
Yeah. But when I'm not, I'm just like, no, thank you.
Yeah. I almost got a drink the other night when I went to dinner with my friend. I was actually like going to get a drink. I was planning on it, but then like she wasn't going to get a drink. So I was like, well, why am I going to spend an extra $20 to like drink by myself? I was like, then I'm not going to do that.
An extra $20 for a drink, people.
Yeah.
That's how much it would have cost her to
and
get a
the
drink.
restaurant was already expensive. So I was just like, well, if you're not drinking, I don't really want to drink by myself because that takes the fun out of it.
Yeah.
And I was totally fine with that. I was like, you know what? That's fine. I'll feel good tomorrow. And that's that.
I normally don't like... Well, no, I'll say I crave a drink every once in a while. Like there are times,
so do I. It's
especially
nice sometimes.
The first like spring sunny day in the city. That's when I'm like, okay.
My God, I'm like, get me on a fucking porch, terrace, something. Put a glass of wine, cold, like chilled in
rosé
in my hand.
Yeah, exactly. But I was watching the movie People We Meet on Vacation. Have you seen it?
No, I almost watched it the other night, but I didn't.
I didn't love it. Which is crazy. I feel like...
Have you read the book?
People are loving it. No, I haven't. So maybe I need to read the book.
I've read a couple other Emily Henry books, but not that one. Beach Read and Happy Place. My Happy Place? Happy Place.
Is that a romance?
Mm-hmm. I think all of her books are kind of.
She's giving romantic.
I like it. It's cute. It's fun.
But people... it was fine. But there is a part of the movie where they're on like a couple's vacation in Tuscany and they're in this Tuscan villa and they're eating cheese and drinking wine, and I was just like, God, what I would give to be sitting in Tuscany on a sunny day with a glass of really good Italian wine right from the vineyards outside of my villa.
Which we
did.
Were
eating cheese and
together.
we did do that.
That was the best day
with
ever.
my mom too. Oh my God, that was so fun. Good times.
Yeah,
good
there are
times.
just some situations that
call for a nice
call
glass.
for a drink. Yeah, thank you. That was the word.
But I do not like drinking to get drunk anymore.
No, I mean, even like going out anymore. I really can't.
Like maybe sometimes, but like no. Even times when I want to celebrate, like after the last night of New Works, I was planning. I was like, I have worked so hard on this show. I'm going to get drunk after it. I'm taking shots.
We were so tired, and we went to Wendy's.
Yeah, we went to Wendy's instead. I didn't get a single drink, and then we Ubered home from Midtown back to Brooklyn. I was like,
crazy tired that day too.
Yeah,
it's a long day because we had rehearsal in the morning and then sound check, and we were going like kind of back and forth. I think I worked too.
I might need to hire an assistant for the next night of New Works. Hey, if you're listening and you're interested, let me know. Preferably someone who is interested in the musical theater producing world. Anyways, smile of the week, smile of the week, smile of the week, smile of the week.
Smile of the week.
Smile of the week.
This has been such a weird week because we had a snowstorm in New York. It was kind of crazy.
This week has been weird.
It has been weird.
Snowstorm, crazy town. Yeah.
So like everything, a lot of things shut down. Like the snowstorm happened over the weekend and I actually was off last weekend, so I didn't have to work, but my place of work was closed anyway. So even if I was scheduled,
that's
it was
how
closed.
tour guiding was too.
Yeah, it was closed for 2 days and then we had like a late open on Tuesday. And then I was supposed to nanny on Monday, but all the schools got shut down. We had a lot of snow. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still so snowy outside.
I think it's just been weird because it's very high stress. I feel like going outside, one, it's freezing.
So cold.
And there's just, it's a lot of snow and ice and a lot of traffic. Every street crossing is like single file. That's crazy.
You know, ironically, I love snow, but I feel like it gets to a point, especially in the city, like when things go back to normal, like, and you have to go back to work and stuff, but then there's slush. Like when I went back to work the other day, I just wore my like New Balances and not thinking about it because I was like, oh, going back to work, everything's back to normal. And then I walked outside and I was just like, ugh, I was in a rush, so I just wore them all day, but I was so annoyed because I could feel my socks getting wet through them. I was like, why the freak did I wear these shoes?
I've worn my snow boots every single day because like there's piles of snow you have to step through, especially in the smaller streets, like the side streets, like our street. There's like a huge trail of like a foot of snow you have to walk through. It's just
so
crazy.
Annoying.
It's not normal. Anyway,
wow,
it's just been weird.
We're about to talk about our smile of the week, which is supposed to be positive and uplifting, and here we are being like,
fuck these idiots and the snow.
Sorry, we're not all perfect. We all have to have moments where we also let out our anger and frustration. And now we're gonna be positive.
What's your smile of the week, Petums?
Okay, so my smile is that over the weekend, right before the snowstorm, we went on an adventure and we went to this thrift store on Long Island. It's like a giant thrift store, suburban.
I forgot we did that.
I know, it was weird. We go there because you can't really find a store like that in the city. You can find plenty of thrift stores here, but they're just different.
Yeah.
And anyway, I've been looking for like a new coat. And I found the most gorgeous faux fur coat, faux, emphasis on faux, that was marked for $80. And then I looked it up and it's this like small designer brand based in New York City. And a lot of their coats run for like $300 to $500. And I was like, and then it fit and it looked beautiful, and it was exactly kind of what I was looking for. Like I wanted a coat that was exactly like that, like can look a little nicer, but also just could make sense for like a normal day to day, and it's also warm, and it's very warm, and like big and fluffy and whatever. And it was $80, and I decided to get it, and I'm very, very happy about it. And then I got to the register, and it was 30% off, so I paid even less than $80 for it. And a little cherry on top, I've worn it the past couple days. The doorman for the building of the family that I nanny for complimented my coat, and it was just so wholesome. He was like, that is a beautiful coat. And I was like,
that's so nice.
I was like, thank you, I just got it this weekend. And he was like, where did you get it? And I was like, I thrifted it at this like random thrift store, so I got it for like a really, really good price. And he was like, it's just gorgeous, it's just beautiful.
That's so
very
sweet.
Lovely coat. And it was just very wholesome.
That's cute.
And I love my new fur coat. Faux fur coat.
Faux fur.
Every like time, so like my coworkers and stuff have like complimented it, and I'd have to be like, thank you, it's faux fur.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if you want to wear fur, power to you. But I don't personally like
I like little fuzzy animals.
don't want to support that. But then I also realize I'm like, do people think that I'm wearing real fur?
I don't know. No.
But I can't think about what people think of me.
You can't.
I feel like fur, first of all, fur is so in right now.
it is.
And faux fur is such a thing that I don't think people really think about it anymore. But
yeah. I
anyway.
don't think about it personally.
Neither do I. I've never thought about it until I bought a fur coat and I was like, do people think I'm Cruella de Vil?
Cruella de Vil. No, they don't. Oh my god, Rodney recently told me that I looked like Cruella de Vil. It's because I was wearing a big jacket and
But not like you, but like you in a moment.
No, but I wish I could remember what the moment was because I didn't realize it was about my jacket at first and I was like, thanks. But then it was because I was wearing a jacket.
Cruella de Vil.
Oh my god, Selena
de
Gomez's
Vil.
version of that. If she doesn't scare you, no evil thing will.
What's your smile?
My smile is very basic, uses, guises. Actually, I'm not gonna... Okay, I was going to say it was the bagel I ate the other day, but I'm changing it. I had my first shift at a yoga studio that I'm starting to work out. And Sarah, who I've mentioned on the podcast so many times, she's one of my best friends. She trained me. No, I am not a yoga teacher. I am just working at the front desk. But I miss hot yoga and I need to be exercising more than I have been recently. And I think the way to do that is to get a yoga membership, which is a perk of this job. So I go, I clean the studio, and then I get to take free classes. And yay! But it was funny being trained by Sarah. So yeah, that's my smile. I'm going to be working there once a week and doing some hot yogurt.
That is amazing. And honorable mention smile for me, I have to say. I started a yoga membership last week and I've been waiting to bite the bullet for so long. Let me just say, I'm very happy because I love yoga and I've always looked at, because the memberships are so expensive and it's amazing that you're getting one from working like such a good hookup because they're so expensive. And I've always looked at it as something I just could never afford. And I just like, one day in the future, I'll be able to afford one. You know, I never even like crossed my mind because they're so expensive. But then like as time went on and I got more grounded in my life here, I don't know. I took stock of everything and I was like, hold on. I'm paying for a class pass, which is how I could go to yoga before because but I could only really go to yoga once a week with that. I have a gym membership. I'm subscribed to this like workout video thing
I forgot
online.
you're subscribed to that too.
And like all of that, and I was like going to acupuncture, which I still am. I haven't given that up. But all of that combined, I was paying more than what I would be paying if I had just purchased a yoga membership at my favorite yoga studio. And it hadn't crossed my mind until I like sat and did the math, and I was like, wait, low key, I can afford it now.
Yeah.
Because I'm paying more for all these other things where I really just like to focus on yoga. So I canceled all my other memberships except the acupuncture. So maybe
That's
I am paying a little more than I was. But yeah, and I did it. And it's weird because I put it on a pedestal for so long. And then on a random Tuesday, I was like, wait, I can do this. And like, you don't realize how far you come sometimes in certain aspects of things. I don't know.
Wow.
So that was an honorable mention smile for me because you said hot yoga and I had to mention that we're going to be in our hot yoga era.
Thank God.
Together.
But at different studios. But that's okay.
Definitely okay.
I've missed it a lot. It's just like, it's such a good workout and it's zen at the same time.
Yeah, I love it because, yes, it is such a good workout, especially hot yoga because you sweat so much. Like, it's really hard, but it takes a lot of mental focus and power, too, and, like, mindfulness. And I love that the focus is on that.
Yeah.
You know, rather than...
Drop and give me 50!
Lift your leg 10 times, and now lift it to the side 10 times. It's like you're flowing.
Yeah.
And...
That's why they call it a flow.
Yeah, the focus is on your breath, and... It just works for me.
A mí también.
Yay, yoga!
Yay, yoga.
And I hope to get a lot better at it now that I can be more consistent. Because I've grown a lot, you know, since I started. But I want to be able to go upside down.
You will. Sarah can help you with that too.
Yeah. I remember during COVID, I had a goal to like try to learn how to do a
Upside, like a handstand.
Headstand? Which one is it?
Probably headstand. Because I think handstand is a lot harder than a headstand.
But not like actually stand on my head with no arms.
Yeah, like where your arms are like
Whatever,
this.
yeah.
What if you stood on your head without your arms?
Because I
you're
think
just
some
like,
people do that.
What? Just
Can't
like
Max Prisser do that?
I don't know if he can just like be on his head
No, I
without
swear he can.
his
We
arms.
have to ask him. But yeah, I was like,
Max.
I was practicing every day. But I've never been able to. But I know that I can if I just, I'm going to be way more consistent.
If you just believe.
And believe.
By Josh Groban.
Cool. So those were our smiles.
Of the week. Smile of the week, smile of the week. Smile of the week, smile of the week.
Okay, so what are we talking about today? Our Valentine's Day special.
We thought...
Hey, wait. Valentines? That's another word where my Midwest comes out. Valentine. Valentines.
Valentine. Valentines.
Valentines.
Do you hear it? Mm-hmm.
Valentines.
Happy Valentine's Day. I'm saving the V for later.
Ew.
People used to say that like in high school and stuff.
That's the first time I've heard that.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. But we thought a good topic for this week would be love languages. Something we haven't really mentioned on the pod.
We haven't, which is surprising because I feel like I think about it a lot. Mm-hmm. We talk about it.
Yeah, I honestly think about it a lot too. I feel like it's good to know other people's.
It's a very helpful guide to relationships or understanding yourself and other people and how they like to receive love, how you like to receive love, and how you like to show love, and how other people like to show up. Like, it can really help you understand people deeper, but in like a very simple term.
Just like some people. Okay, so let's start at the very beginning.
The people who don't know what we're talking about.
So, love languages were invented by this man. Let me look up his name. I have it on Safari right here. This man, Gary Chapman. Unfortunately, Gary Chapman is a homophobic man, and he had things like... So he wrote a book called The 5 Love Languages, where he talks about 5 love languages that he created. He did not do any, like, scientific research or, like, speak with a psychologist about this. He just kind of created it. He's a Baptist... he was a Baptist priest, I believe. But unfortunately, he... did have some stuff, I think, either on his website or on his book about how, like, only man should lay with woman. So
we didn't know this.
We don't subscribe to that, and we didn't know that when we decided to...
No.
I didn't know this until today, but I was like, I should do a little bit of background research. So, starting off by saying, love is love, y'all. And
that is true. Love is love.
I do think the concept of love languages is helpful. After doing my research on this man and learning that he just like kind of created
That's
it.
That's actually funny. I didn't know that either. Like, it's not rooted in anything.
No.
But it works. Like, I feel like everyone can identify with at least one of these.
Yeah.
Or, see yourself in many of the... Well, it's unfortunate that he's homophobic, but...
Yeah.
Just ignore that.
Yeah, ignore that part. But he says that there are 5 love languages. He created it so that couples could learn how to meet each other's needs better. So, the 5 love languages are 1, words of affirmation, 2, quality time, 3, receiving gifts, 4, acts of service, and 5, physical touch.
First thing we're going to do is kind of briefly explain what each one of these means.
Words of affirmation. So that pretty much means that if you are giving your partner words of affirmation, you're expressing your love to them through your words. So saying like, you're the best, I love you, you're so beautiful, you're awesome, and I'm so grateful for you, blah, blah, blah. Expressing with your literal words.
Or if you like to receive...
Yes, like you want compliments and stuff.
You feel affirmed or most secure when someone gives you verbally tells you things.
I guess that's a good way to put it too. It's what makes you feel most secure. Less of like
I like compliments.
And more
Because-
like, it makes me actually feel loved and valued.
Disclaimer, because I feel like we could all look at these 5 things and be like, well, yeah, I like all of those. Like, I like when someone gives me words of affirmation. I like having quality time. I like, of course we like all of these things, but I think there are some that may stand out above the others in how you naturally show love to people based on your personality. Or like, what I think is most interesting is like how, like, learning about yourself, like what makes you feel most secure in a relationship is when someone shows this or that or whatever.
For sure.
Yes. So the next one, quality time. I mean, pretty self-explanatory. You feel most loved or secure when you spend quality time with your partner, or with, it can go for friendships too. It doesn't just have to be romantic love, but quality time. So not just, maybe more thought out time, more deliberate
Dates.
plans, dates, having like intentional time.
Yeah.
That is quality time. I mean, self-explanatory.
To me, quality time does not mean you're both sitting on the couch on your phones.
It's not passive. It's like
You're like,
intentional.
let's
like,
go do this thing.
let's go do this. Yeah.
Honestly, and it doesn't have to be anything crazy either. Like, quality time can be like, let's have a movie night, or like, let's play cards.
Yeah, just
or
doing
something.
or like, let's sit and talk to each other and
Yeah.
have conversation and like, for an hour. And like, because that can be quality time too. It's just like sitting and talking with someone and really listening to each other. So, and I think quality time can be different for everyone, like what your standards are
Yeah.
for that. But
True.
quality time. Yeah.
Quality time. The next one, receiving gifts. I mean, pretty self-explanatory. Receiving gifts. That also, for me, is like flowers. Getting flowers. This doesn't have to mean like, wow, you got me a diamond necklace. This can be like, oh, like I saw this little thing, this little trinket at the store, and it's your favorite color, so I got it for you. But I will say, receiving gifts, if you are using this either to affirm and support your partner, or you're requesting this to be supported and affirmed, it has to be thoughtful. Like,
Yes.
like, I feel like what makes a good gift giver is thinking about what people this thing sounds so stupid. It's thinking about what the other person would want, rather than just like, oh, I really like this shirt, I'm gonna give it to Marisa. Being like, oh, like, Pete loves this, I'm gonna get her this.
Yeah.
I low-key think I'm a pretty good gift giver.
Yeah, I think with this one, it's important because it can easily be misconstrued into something else. It's not about receiving like expensive luxury things for no reason, or like wanting that. Because I know some people whose love language is gift giving and receiving. I think it can be misunderstood, but it's very much so, like you were saying, like, oh, I was in this shop and I saw this thing and it reminded me of you. Or like, I heard that you mentioned this before and I saw this and I had to get it for you. Like, I thought of you. It's more of like being thought of and being known. I think, like, is it to be seen is to be known, or is it to be known?
Loved is to be seen. To be seen is to be loved. Or no, I don't know. What is that quote?
Wait, to be loved is to be seen. To be, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Something like that. Yeah, actually, one of the cutest things I think Rodney got me was mini pumpkins from the grocery store near us. He like went to go pick up chicken and rice, probably because that's what he stays eating. And when he came back, he had 2 little mini pumpkins. It probably cost him like $5, $4. And he was like, I got you these pumpkins because it was October. And it made me so happy. I was like, oh my God,
Right.
little pumpkins. Like,
It's like the little thoughtful
so cute.
gestures.
Yeah. It really, honestly, I think that receiving gifts is way more of a love language for me than I thought it was before. Like, it really does something to me, like getting flowers for no reason, just people thinking it. I don't know, it makes me feel thought of, like, wow, you were out somewhere and you saw something and you thought of me and brought it back to me.
And you knew I would like it because
Yeah.
you know me. It's deeper than the physical item itself. It's more of like the act of it and like the knowing and being seen.
It feels really good to get a gift where you're just like, oh my gosh, like, this is so, that must be how you feel with your heated blanket.
Yes.
To my own horn, but
Also, I think that some people's love language is giving gifts.
Yes.
And that's interesting too. Like, there are some people who are just, they pay attention and they know what people would like or want and show their love that way too, which is interesting.
It's good if you like giving gifts. I personally do. I like to keep a list on my phone.
That's what I do.
Things that, like things people say. Like, I have a list for you.
I have a list for you.
Well, oh my God. I have a list.
And my family, and that's it.
Yeah. I have a list for you, now Rodney, and my family as well.
I would for any other friend if I heard them mention something, but
yeah.
I haven't really heard anyone mention anything.
I started one for Kindle recently too, just because she was mentioning a few things when she was visiting.
Because you're always going to have occasions to buy gifts for too, even if it's not just like a random thing. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's move on. We've talked about that for a while. Acts of service. Love this one. Acts of service is, I think it can be like very adjacent to gift giving, but instead of being thought of in a way of like, oh, I saw this and thought of you, so I bought it for you. I thought of you, so I did this thing for you to make your life easier. Someone who like does a random chore for you because they know you're stressed and saw that it needed to be done, and so they just did it. Someone who brings you a coffee because
is that gift giving or acts of, that actually could be acts of service.
And that's why I said I feel like these can kind of overlap maybe in some way, like for the coffee, for instance. I don't think that's gift giving, actually. I take that back, because it's not, I saw this and I thought of you. It's like, I know you like coffee, so I'm gonna do this act for you. Or like, what's another example? Like chores and that kind of stuff comes to mind, because when I think of acts of service, I think of someone being stressed and like someone just like taking the weight off of their shoulders by doing something for them to make their life easier. Or it could just be something sweet, like a sweet act. Like, I think about how you used to fill when I used to use my water, what is that thing called?
Your water.
It's not a decanter. I need to think of the name for it. Oh, carafe. I used to have this water carafe that I was like obsessed with, and I would solely drink water out of the carafe with its matching cup. But like sometimes I'd come home and Noelle had filled it for me and put it in the fridge for no reason. That, we'll get to like what our love languages are, but like that, for some reason, it's the smallest thing, made me feel so loved, you know?
That's so funny, because to me, like, I wasn't thinking like, well, because I didn't know for a while that it meant so much to you until one day you told me. But for me, it was just like, it's empty, and like I'll just like fill it up and put it in the fridge like that. It takes 2 seconds.
And like that's an example of like how it doesn't have to be like a grand gesture. It can just be like the smallest of things. I'm trying to think of another example, because I think like this one can be the hardest to understand, along with gift giving. Like, they're a little nuanced, but like, I don't know, someone filling up your tank of gas because they saw it was low, even though this literally doesn't apply to me because I don't drive or have a car, but like, you know, things like that. Or,
you know who does acts of service for us? Nan.
She does, and
my sister
think about it. She literally came over one day and she saw that our shower liner was moldy. So she bought us a new one.
And she like hung it up for us. Yes.
And then she got us a new Brita filter. Like, she just noticed the things that needed to be done and did them for us. So didn't ask for like a Venmo. It's just like, I don't know, something about that.
And then she switched my curtains around, which I actually got kind of annoyed with her for, because I was like, I liked them.
She used to make your bed.
She
would
always
stay here.
makes my bed.
Like,
always.
It is that kind of thing. Can you guys tell what my love language is? I don't know what it is about it. It makes me feel so, it's like, oh my God, you really took the time or the thought to do that because you noticed that it needed to be done, so I didn't have to do it.
I love acts of service too.
Like, I didn't realize until later in my life that was, and I think I might have mentioned that maybe
I think it's an adult thing.
Yeah, I don't think you realize the impact of acts of service until you like are an adult and have stressors and like a lot of responsibilities, so like, those things mean a lot.
I think in high school and college, when I would talk about love languages, I'd be like, words of affirmation and physical touch, and which still are like, that's so valid. But I didn't give a hoot about acts of service. But
Neither did I. I never thought about that one.
No, I'm like, wow, someone doing my dishes for me?
Right.
Shit.
Yeah,
That's
things like that. It's just
awesome.
like, oh my God, makes me feel so happy. Okay, the last one is
Physical touch, which is exactly what it sounds like. It is touching someone physically.
Physical closeness.
Physical closeness. This is one of my love languages too. I guess I more think of physical touch with a romantic partner, especially like holding hands and hugging.
Something, I don't really consider physical touch one of my top languages, but you know, when I got into the love languages in college and I would think about it, I would know that I felt close to someone if I was comfortable like touching them and not thinking about it.
Yeah.
So I feel like laying your head on their shoulder or like, I don't know, like just like being silly and touching them when I obviously like you're not going to do that with someone you're not comfortable with, but I think it's a good indicator of like a relationship, you know?
Some people are uncomfortable with being touched, which is valid, and you're allowed to be uncomfortable with that and have your boundaries. I am not. I mean, I'm sure there are some people who, if they touched me, I'd be like, please don't. But like, especially with my besties, like even when you and I watch TV, sometimes I feel like you'll like lay on your side and I'll lay like on you without thinking about it really. So yeah, that's physical touch.
Can you explain a little more about it?
It just makes me feel.
Is it more that you feel loved when you're
I feel
touched?
loved when I'm touched,
or vice versa? You like to show it that way?
Both. Like I feel loved when I'm touched, especially if it's just like random. Like if I'm just like standing there doing something and someone like comes up behind me and hugs me and I'm like or opposite. I think it makes me feel safe. Like something about being touched by someone who I love and care about makes me feel, and like cuddling. I love cuddling. It's like just my favorite thing ever. I was actually telling Rodney the other day that I think I love it so much because it makes me feel safe, because you're literally just like laying in someone's arms and it just feels like I could fall asleep immediately. It just makes me feel safe, depending on, and that does not go for everyone. I can't cuddle with a stranger and feel safe.
See,
no.
That's why I think physical touch is interesting, because it's like
it is specific
it's a specific one, because it's almost like the relationship has to open itself to welcome the physical touch, whereas with the other ones, like what I was saying before, is like the relationship has to open itself to welcome the physical touch for you to understand, oh, this is a person I feel safe with. I don't feel like the other ones work in the same way.
That's true. I don't know. I guess physical touch is kind of a confusing one.
It is, because it's not the like super obvious.
Now that I'm really analyzing it, I'm like, what? Because the other ones are so obvious. It's like, of course I love being complimented. Of course I love receiving gifts. Like, I mean, it's deeper than that, but physical touch, I don't know. It's just something about like, I think it just makes you feel really close to someone because you're close physically. So it's like you're feeling literally close.
I feel like I only care about physical touch in a romantic relationship.
And
oddly.
that's fair.
Because when you're talking about that, I'm imagining like, oh yes, like in a relationship, cuddling and feeling close, holding hands and like being hugged. But like I don't need that from platonic relationships necessarily.
Yeah.
But I do like when I feel comfortable enough to do that with someone, because then I know that I'm comfortable with you. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
I'm kind of like indifferent about it with, it's not like I don't like it with friends. I'm just kind of like, it doesn't make me feel loved or not.
Yeah. I guess it doesn't necessarily make me feel loved with friends. Well, does it? No, I'm just like, I don't know. It makes me feel loved in a romantic relationship, for sure.
I agree with that.
In our relationship, me and Pete, we're going to ask each other, how do we think the other shows love? At least to each other. So like,
or what we observe through other relationships.
Pete, what do I give? What do you think are the love languages that I like to give others?
And this is interesting because I haven't thought about this necessarily. I think that you give them all to an extent, but I would say like your main ones, definitely quality time. I think you're a friend who shows love through quality time 100%, like making plans, being intentional about that, and like being a really good like present friend.
Well, thanks.
Like we were saying, like not just sitting on our phones. I mean, we're roommates, so we get a lot of that too, like the passive time.
Yeah.
But thinking back to our friendship before we lived together too, like we just always did so much together, and it was always intentional. And I think quality time and like showing up is definitely one of the top ways that you show love. If I had to pick a second one, okay, I'm gonna say your second one is gift giving.
Yeah.
How you show love. You are a very good gift giver.
I try.
And I feel like there have been so many times where you've just like come home and like you come home from a trip and you get me something that you know I will love, like this little bookmark that you got me, like this cloth bookmark that had like a plant on it, and like the blue lizard.
Oh my god, yeah.
That was so specific. And like tea and the natural deodorant you got me from Thailand that we talked about on this podcast before.
I forgot.
Like I would say out of them, at least for our relationship, I think quality time and gift giving. Also, all the things you bring me from Audrey that are so specific. You text me, you're like, "Do you want this candle warmer?" Audrey doesn't want it, and I was like,
Audrey.
"You know, I would." Or like a random pajama set you got me, and you were like, "This was so Pete, like you had to have it." That's what I think yours is.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that, especially with our relationship. I think living with you, I like always have things to bring home.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. With both of my jobs, with tour guiding and Audrey.
True.
Gifts. Gifts.
Okay, for you, which two does Pete be given? Quality time is another one for you too. Like, I feel like I noticed that in our relationship, but also with others as well. You are not someone who is on your phone when we hang out. You're like a really good listener and very inquisitive and like to know what's going on in people's lives. And you also like to do fun activities too, which, like, I mean, it's possible to do a fun activity and it not be quality time because you're not thinking about the other.
That's
but
true.
I feel like whenever we do fun things together, it does feel like quality time. Even my birthday present this year, Pete's birthday present to me, which I think we've mentioned, was literally dinner on her. We went to Shalom, Japan, and it was so fun.
A restaurant we had been wanting to try for a long time. It was really fun.
It was like we just weren't on our phones. We were just sitting, eating, enjoying. We both freaking love food. So quality time is one of yours. I'm trying to decide. You're also a very good gift giver. Also, words of affirmation. Well, okay, I feel like with you, words of affirmation, I will say words of affirmation, it's not a daily thing. Like, it's not like I wake up to a text from Pete that's like, "Good morning, beautiful." But, like, when you do write me cards and stuff, like for my birthday every year, and just on special occasions, I feel like you really you're able to put into words what
I mean to you.
I did kind of pop off on your birthday card this year.
Yeah, you really did. And that's when words of affirmation mean a lot to me too. Like when it's really, like, I've realized the smaller little, like, "You're pretty" thing. I mean, it depends. I don't know. I like being called pretty. But like, yeah, like Pete popped off with my birthday card. It was just very, very thoughtful. And also, I guess the fact that you're a singer-songwriter too kind of plays into that, because you're very good at putting your thoughts into words. Like, you're good at expressing yourself through words, and not everybody is.
And that's fine. That's why we have the love languages, because everyone has their strengths and what they gravitate towards. But that's actually interesting. I didn't know what you were going to say for my second one.
Yeah.
But that makes a lot of sense.
Well, because you're a really great gift giver too. Like, I feel like every gift I've gotten from you has also been I mean, yeah, I guess I get all of them from you. So
words of affirmation is an interesting one that I haven't thought about much, because I love receiving words of affirmation, but I don't think of it as a top one. But I think it's something that can also be a little misunderstood, because, and you just kind of put it into the right terms, because I think what I'm realizing in the moment is it's not daily things like, "Oh my God, I love you, you're my best friend," you know. It's more of like, when the time comes to put things into words, some people may be better at doing that than others.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure, yeah. yeah, some people don't, or like aren't great at expressing themselves through words, or like get nervous maybe. I know a few people like that, and that's okay. Shout out to you guys. But yeah, at least
Sense.
that's what I've noticed with you and our friendship. I'm interested to see when you are dating someone at some point,
True.
if that'll change. I feel like I've noticed a couple of things change through being in a relationship. Like, I think at the beginning of our relationship, I was like,
I need more words of affirmation.
which like I did, and I still do. And like, you know, it means a lot to me, but I think I've realized how much acts of service and receiving gifts has really, I don't know, it just makes me feel very seen. Everyone just wants to feel seen. Oh my god, I remember Olivia, one of our good friends, posted on her close friends story. She was like, to be loved is to be seen. Whatever that quote is. She was like, Miller, her boyfriend, got her these little finger covers for your thumb and index finger, because apparently she doesn't like eating, like she hates when the cheesy stuff from Cheetos or Doritos and other chips gets on her fingers. So he got her a little thing so she could eat her chips without it getting on her fingers.
So cute.
And she was like, it was so sweet. She was so excited about it just because that's such a, and that probably was so inexpensive too.
Yeah.
Just a little thing you put on your finger. So, but like, yeah, I just thought that was really cute. That's a really good example of a gift to receive.
Yeah. And I think that all of these, at the core of them all, it's like what you said, is we all just want to be seen and known and understood by the people that we love and that love us. And there are just like different ways to do that or to feel that. So
yeah,
that's what the love languages can teach you. We talked about how we give love. Should we talk about how we like to receive? I mean, we kind of already did. I would say my top two are
acts of service,
which I touched on, just makes me feel very cared for, and quality time. I don't know, I don't think you can have a strong relationship without quality time.
Also,
so
it
almost seems like a foundational one. Like, I'm sure everyone's is quality time, but maybe more than average. Like, I would feel loved if someone was like, hey, what are you doing on this day? Let's go do this. I planned this for us to do. Or like, we've always been wanting to do this. Let's go do this. Or let's sit on the couch and talk for an hour and tell me about your life and let's get into like a deep conversation. I think I'm a person, I'm noticing more and more with my friendships as I grow older. I've been, I'm not gonna lie, I've been struggling a bit with friendships in my 20s. It's weird saying that because it's like I have very strong friendships, the ones I do have. I would rather have quality over quantity any day.
Of course.
But I have just, how do I say, lost so many friends without being dramatic?
I mean,
because it wasn't, there was no huge falling outs. I just grew apart from a lot of people that I did consider my best friends, and either it was just time and distance or it was like a more intentional thing that needed to happen. Should I say I thrive in situations where like it's one-on-one or like a very small group, because I feel like I can actually hear everyone. I can be heard by everyone. Like, I just struggle to make new friends, I feel like, because in larger groups, even if it's like a small group, but like, just like more people, it's hard for me to have that like actual genuine intimate connection, because you're just like in a group and you're all just kind of talking, but like you don't really know me, like I don't really know you, and that's just something I'm like realizing about myself and accepting and like deciding that it's okay and like understanding that there's nothing wrong with me. It's just like the way that I don't know how I started talking about this. Oh, quality time. Yeah, that's what it means to me on a deeper level, because I can really only truly feel intimate with someone when it's like where I can actually like listen to you talk about your life, you know what I mean, and like get to know you.
Well, that's why I feel like some people talk about how they have party friends versus like Like, there are some friends that are super fun to go out with, and, like, you'll go out, have a good time, laugh a lot, be silly, whatever, but you might not trust them to know your secrets, to have an intimate conversation with. They might be looking at their phone the whole time, not really listening to you, you know?
Like, that's the thing, is I don't have those people anymore. Like,
Same.
I actually really have lost the capacity to entertain any sort of relationship like that, because I don't even find it fun. Like, I can really only get fulfillment from a relationship if it's quality.
I will say I'm lucky in my friendships too. I don't think I struggle with that, at least not to a point that I used to struggle with past friends.
With having
like, I mean,
friends that you don't feel fulfilled. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Like, or not even fulfilled, but just people who, like, don't listen or on their phones or, like...
Like, that was such a prominent thing for me in a lot of my relationships.
Yes, I remember.
And I feel a little scarred by it.
There are times when you'll be talking to me and I'm on my phone, but, like, I will say rarely, and I think because we live together.
Yeah, and usually that's, like, a passing moment. And I can always tell, I'm like, she's texting, so I'm just gonna wait. But
never if it's, like, never if it's serious, or never if I'm like, how are you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Because you genuinely want to know how my day was. It's not just a courtesy.
That's the other thing, too. It's weird to me how that's a courtesy when people don't really care. Like, I feel like I care. Not to be like, I'm awesome, but, like, if I'm asking someone, like, how's your life been? Like, give me your life updates. I actually want to know. Like, I'm curious. I like hearing about people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like, what's the point of asking if you don't actually care? Life is weird. People are weird. Society is weird.
So all that to say, quality time, I think it's, like, a foundational thing for any, like, true, genuine relationship. But
I agree.
That's how it plays into my life more specifically, and, like, what I mean by that. Mm-hmm. So not just intentional plans, but like conversation or like intimacy, like emotional intimacy.
Yeah.
With someone else, you know?
Yeah. I love emotional intimacy.
And then acts of service. If someone does things for me.
Well, you gotta start drinking your water out of that thing again. Then I can do that.
Yeah. Stopped. I don't know when I stopped.
It's because there was mold in it, right?
Yep. You just reminded me. There was like a film of mold. It's hard to clean it because it was very narrow necked, and then it was shaped like I don't know, had a narrow spout and then like a very round bottom. So I didn't have like a long brush to clean in there, and I would clean it with soap and water, but I couldn't like scrub it.
You can't be drinking water out of that when it's moldy.
I think I just saw that and was like,
Never
mind.
Again. You could use it as a nice vase, though, or something.
Yeah, it's really pretty still.
Wait, I guess it's my turn to say what I like to receive.
How do you receive love?
I think one of mine is receiving gifts, I'm realizing. Which doesn't have to be big ol' gifts, but it can be little ones. Oh, Sarah and I were actually texting about this earlier, because I asked her, I was like, do you think baking for people is gift giving or acts of service? And we were like, I don't know, because you're baking and then you're doing something for them.
I think it's gift giving.
Okay, fair. Well,
that's just my opinion.
I love receiving food. If you're listening to this, I like bagels. No, I'm just kidding. I guess, yeah, I like getting gifts, and it depends. I like when Rodney does acts of service for me. I don't like asking people to do things. Like, I think I struggle to ask, I don't like asking my friends to do me favors. So, I guess that kind of makes acts of service one of mine, because when people just do things, I'm like, wow, slay. Now I don't have to ask for... I think it just shows that someone actually really wanted to do something, versus, like, me being like, can you please do me this favor? Mm-hmm. Like, can you please do this? And then it's almost like I feel like annoying and like, ugh, do they hate me? Mm-hmm. Which also, that's something I can unpack and figure out. But because it's okay to ask people for favors sometimes. But I think when people just like do things to help me, I'm like, OMG, they actually wanted to. And that makes me feel good. Maybe acts of service, but also like, I don't know. I like receiving physical touch. I love hugs. That sounded so like millennial, like cheesy. I love hugs. I like all of them.
I know. I do too.
I want all 5.
And I think that you can get different things from different people, obviously, because different people show love different ways. And like it can make you realize, oh, this does make me feel loved by this person because I know that's how they show, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. No, like
crickets. Okay.
No, I agree. I'm actually thinking, I've mentioned Rodney a few times.
I'm still like thinking in my head about the baking thing because I said it was gift giving and now I'm like, but I don't know.
Well, maybe it's not an act of service because it's not like something that...
It's not a necessity that someone needs.
Yeah.
But I would say like someone cooking you dinner is an act of service.
Yes.
But like someone baking something for you and bringing it over...
That's gift giving, I think. But I don't know.
But then it's not like specific to... It's not like, I saw this muffin and I thought of you.
Dude, why is that so...
Why is it... Should it be a 6th love language? Baking.
Yes, literally.
Because it's kind of its own thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a gift service.
Gift service.
It's like a spontaneous...
A service gift. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. 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 Broken record.
I don't know. That really stumped me. Because Sarah is always baking and bringing us things over.
Always.
And it's so sweet. Just for no reason, too.
She loves to host, too. Like, she makes dinner for us sometimes, too. She gave me a bowl of soup literally last night, actually.
Why am I like, this is a 6th love language? That doesn't fit
Cooking.
into any of these. Like,
Hosting.
Like, providing.
Yeah.
Like, providing.
That's like when you and I host things, like...
I love hosting for that reason, too.
Yeah. I also love hosting, but when we host parties, I feel like it's like we want everything to be provided for people, which can get expensive. Like, I want to be able to host a party and have like so many bottles of wine, a bartender there, like making the cocktails, like all of the food. Like, I just love people to feel at home and welcome.
Yeah. I'm like, what does that fall under?
I don't know.
I'm serious. It's a 6th love language.
It is hosting.
Providing.
Providing.
The word I can think of. But yeah, because it's not like a service. I mean, it's kind of an act of service, but it's like in a different font.
I will say I like taking care of people when they're sick. I think I was a nurse in another life.
That is an act of service for sure. Oh my God, it's so sad. First of all,
or when people are
way,
like in need and going
like,
through something. What?
If y'all have been listening, you know I've been like sick on and off. I'm like sick again. You might have heard me coughing in this episode. But it's so sad when you're like sick as an adult and like you may not have like someone to take care of you and you have to like do it yourself. Like,
it's awful.
It's so sad. It's so sad.
When
sometimes we'll get things for each other when we're sick.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you have to. Pete had to come home from work once when I had norovirus.
True.
That's because I was like,
you were scared too.
I was like, I can't be home alone. I'm like, I can't stand.
I got you orange juice from the when you had the flu and made you soup.
Yeah. I think that's really nice too, especially when you're super sick. Like, yeah, I like taking care of people when they're sick. Or going through mental challenges as well. Like
you
going through
were
a breakup.
So good with that with me the other day. I was having like a really off morning. The morning before I went and got the fur coat. So we turned that day around.
Oh my God,
I don't know what happened. I was just like, I had a migraine when I woke up and I took an Excedrin, which has caffeine. And although I did eat and I was hydrated, I had a coffee as well. And I just felt really off and really shaky. And just like, then it was starting to trickle into my mental. And I couldn't tell if I was like having like anxiety or if my body was just like really off. And I was like, I do not feel okay. And you're like, let me make you an electrolyte drink. And you like got me a snack and electrolytes and you're like, drink this, sit down. You are good in situations like that. Like when someone needs help.
Yeah. I think it's just because I've struggled with anxiety and stuff too, that I like know what helps me. So I know like how to help others.
It's
with
also
that
the maternal instinct in us.
It is.
I like taking care of people too.
Maternal. nurturing. Yeah, it's just like, ugh, if I see someone in need, like, I want to help ya.
Yeah.
I want you to sit there and I give you things and make you feel better. I'm like, is this episode just us being like, we're amazing?
No, I hope not.
I hope not either.
I hope you all learned something. I hope it makes you think about what your love language is. Not that this is a new phenomenon at all.
And sorry, the inventor of love languages is homophobic. We can act like he's J.K. Rowling, like how Harry Potter fans are like, wow, it's crazy that the Harry Potter books were just created out of thin air. Like, no one invented them.
It's crazy that the love languages have just always existed.
I know, like
since the beginning of time.
Literally, since the beginning of time, no one came up with them or anything.
It's just a thing that everyone knows.
When you're born, you just think quality time, acts of service.
Also, there is a quiz online if you don't know what your love language is and none of them are screaming at you like, this is your love language. You can take the test online and see what it tells you.
Maybe if you're struggling in your relationships, talk to your friends. Oh, this is the take home, I guess. Talk to your partner, the people in your life about what their love languages are, how they like to receive love. Yeah, sometimes you just have to compromise. If someone receives love in a different way than you like to show it, sometimes you just have to think about like what you got to do for them.
That's so true. Like, something we didn't talk about is this is meant to help you understand your relationships better. Because sometimes, like you said, if someone needs something from you that you don't naturally show love in that way, it can be just a very basic way to understand people and how they like to be loved, and also yourself.
Yeah.
And like, if you feel like something's off, you can be like, what do I need and what am I not getting from this person? Like, what makes me feel thought of and cared for? And how can I
do the love languages to yourself?
Yeah,
I guess so.
100%. I feel like I do acts of service for myself every single day.
Yeah.
Keeping my space clean, like cooking for myself.
Words of affirmation
would be like affirmations, like speaking kind words to yourself.
I am beautiful. I am smart. I am talented. I'm amazing.
And like believing in yourself. Wait, this is interesting.
Wait, I'm like, what are the other quality time? I guess just like spending some alone time with yourself.
Exactly.
Receiving
which I do all
gifts.
the time.
Buying yourself a nice little gift.
Receiving gifts. It's so funny because things like, I just filled up my journal that you got me for my birthday last year. Mm-hmm. And I've been on the hunt to buy myself a nice new journal. And I feel like that's a way to gift yourself a gift. Like something that's like meaningful to you, you know?
Mm-hmm. I'm like, I've given myself a good amount of
buying
gifts,
yourself
honestly.
Flowers.
Yes, which I used to do all the time, but I haven't been recently. I need to be back in my flower era. I mean, I have these right now, but I want to like start arranging them more again and just like have flowers always in the apartment. They make me so happy, and they're so cheap from Trader Joe's.
They are. Happy Valentine's Day, you guys. We love you.
We love you a lot.
I personally, I know people have conflicting feelings about Valentine's Day because it's like
lovers, whatever.
And some people are so anti that, but I think I'm all for it because whether you're in a romantic relationship or not, it's a day to celebrate love, and love is the whole point of life. It's a day to celebrate all the different kinds of love in your life. And I hope that you do that this week and on Saturday and every day, not just on Valentine's Day. If you are in a relationship, cool. If you're not, maybe spend it with your friends or people that you love. Or yourself. Love yourself also. That's such a great way to spend Valentine's Day too.
I will say this is going to be my first Valentine's Day with a boyfriend since I was 15 years old. So literally in like 12 years. And I have always loved Valentine's Day. Like in past years, I was never salty about it. Like I always treat myself every year on Valentine's Day and love to show my friends love to and have quality galentines and make cake balls and do things for myself. Like go get a massage, do something to love yourself if you don't have somebody else to. And even if you do have, even if you do have a partner in your life, you can still show yourself love on Valentine's Day.
And you should.
Happy Valentine's Day, my funny Valentine. Sweet
comic Valentine. We can never sing on this podcast. I don't know what happens.
We're actually good singers, y'all. I swear. Except for when I cracked in an audition this past week, but that's fine.
It happens. It happens. I've cracked a few times. It's always on the fucking notes that are not the high notes.
It happened on the high notes for me this time. But I hear what you're saying. You know what's crazy? I sang 3 songs. This is one of the, ironically, the best auditions I've had in a while. I slayed the house down boots. On my first, I sang one song. They were like nodding the whole time, like showing each other my resume. And then they were like, "Can you sing another song?" And I was like, "Yes." And I sang the other song, same thing. They're all like, "Yes." And then they were like, "Can you sing this third song?" And it was the one that I was least comfortable with, of course. And I was like, And I sung it, and then the end just sounded pretty bad. But I was like, oh, I did so well until literally the last line of the last song. And that's life.
That's life.
And hey, that's life.
We're human, you know? Our instruments are our bodies.
Are we human?
Or are we dancers?
Or are we dancers?
Okay.
But for realsies, we love you guys a lot. Thank you for listening to this podcast. It means a lot, and we love you, and you're our Valentines.
Yes, we're all each other's Valentines.
We are. And we can give each other the love languages.
Yes.
You guys are getting lots of words of affirmation from us.
That was words of affirmation.
That's like maybe the only thing you're getting. And no, you're getting words of affirmation and quality time by listening to this podcast.
Very true.
Just saying.
Follow us at Take It Home Pod and all the spaces, Instagram, TikTok. You can watch it on YouTube if you haven't already. Make sure you give us a like, subscribe, follow, whatever it is, on all the platforms. And
give us a 5-star rating.
If you liked it.
If you didn't like it, no need to rate it at all. No need to give anything less than 5 stars.
And we come out with a new episode every Thursday.
We do.
We have not missed a Thursday since we started. So, yay.
Yeah,
okay.
we haven't. Slay.
We love you guys. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Bye.
Goodbye.